Hey everybody, BarrenDome here for another tour of one of the little known highways on 2B2T. Today we're back into the overworld and we're going to check out this dual minecart rail track that goes on for about 15,000 blocks. It's pretty long. Most of it has been griefed, unfortunately, so it's not a complete track currently on 2B2T. But what I did do is, on my single player world that I have right now, I went ahead and repaired one of the tracks. That way I could ride a minecart from the beginning all the way to the end, which I thought would be kind of cool. So we're going to go ahead and give that a go. I also have the Sildurs Vibrant Shaders going. I've got the time set at noon. That way the sun's always out. And let's go ahead and get going with the tour. So I got my minecart in hand. Alright. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm not sure which would be best, like this, or whatever. We'll just do this. As you can see, yeah, there are parts of it that are griefed. There's lots of these little areas that have where people have put water down. I mean, it's kind of easy. You're riding by with your bucket, and you can just go right across the track and just put them down, and that destroys the track. And I gotta say, whoever built this, this is built for at least a while. I remember finding this probably last year sometime, and when I was redoing all the different highways on 2B, I remembered this one, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to come back to it and check it out. But this is really cool. This whole track, it's a double rail system. Obviously, you can see where parts of it have been griefed, but they've done things with regular rails. They got power rails. They've got the redstone blocks every now and then too when it starts going over the highway. And here's kind of a cool little area that has just a bunch of rails just put everywhere. But this is really cool. I really like this. And I was actually surprised when I found this. I really didn't expect to find it that it was this long. When I originally found it, I think I only went like 1,000 down the entire rail. But when coming back to it and exploring it, I realized how long it was. 15,000 is pretty long, and it goes, through the forests. We're gonna go over a couple endless oceans too. But yeah, they built it in a way where it doesn't matter if you're going this way on this track or coming back. They've got the powered rails on the hills going up and down. That way you're always gonna get power. You don't have to just go one way on one track and one way on another track. But I was just amazed that not only is there one, but it's a double track, like, that it was built this way. You have to understand that 2B2T back in the day, that minecart travel probably was a lot faster and easier than it is today because of the plugins. I don't know which is causing it right now, but minecart travel on 2B2T is just abysmal. You cannot go anywhere. It's so slow. Or you'll just sit there and jitter. There was that one video I did with my the villager. I mean, that entire video, I only went like 1,000, but it took me 30 minutes from disconnects. The minecart would just stop. I mean, it would make the noises like you're hearing right now, but it would not move. It was so nerve-wracking. I wish minecart travel was a lot more reliable on 2B. It would make highway travel a lot better for a lot of us instead of having to walk or entity speed. So if you hear this house, fix your minecarts, because I guarantee if you fix minecart travel, a lot of people would prefer to go AFK to minecart, than having to worry about finding a horse, finding a pig. But that's me. I would prefer minecart travel. And I've even found minecart travel a couple of rails in the nether too, so they built an extensive system at one point in the nether. It's just unfortunate that house's plugins just render some mushrooms over there. Just render the minecart travel so horrendous. So it's pretty cool, this track. I mean, there's parts of it where it goes along with the land, and there's other parts where it comes down on like bridges like this. I mean, I would just go diagonal 45-degree down, but that's me. But they did it in a way where it stretches out for a little bit, or it goes... it's not just like a straight up, straight down. So there's a little bit of tuck in and then up. I wish there was more tunnels though. That's definitely what they could have done. They could have done a whole tunnel for this one instead of been way up here. But I like this. Shaders make this look so much better too. Minecraft's natural generation. Nope, time to go over another ocean. So see how they put the redstone blocks into the water. This is the only time they really use redstone blocks, is when it's in the water. They could have dug out like little water paths or like air holes and put in the levers, which I'm actually surprised they didn't do, but they saved the redstone blocks for the places in the ocean. And there are a lot of them too. And it's like a redstone every... what's that, 5? I probably should have popped this into a world or MC edit to find out exactly how many redstone blocks and rails there were. But I forgot to do that. You can see chunk error right there, chunk line. And no, this is not where 2B2T's tallest cactus was at. I didn't find it here. It's a completely different location. And no, we're not going to see another tall cactus. I looked. There wasn't any. But I like this. I like this minecart ride. This is nice. After I repaired it. Because there was one section that was like 1,000 blocks. There was just no rails that I put in. So if there's any of you on 2B2T right now and you know where this rail is at, go repair it. Maybe one day we'll be able to ride it much better than we can now. Or even extend it. That's something you could do too. Yeah, this doesn't exactly start at 0, on any of the highways. It is off, almost off diagonal from the highways, and it just randomly starts at one location and just randomly ends at another location. I really don't understand the reasoning of why they picked where it started and ended, but it's still a really cool highway. The fact that it's a double rail system, so you can have one person go in and you could, you know, see your buddy going the other way. I think that'd be kind of cool. But that's me. Friendship, right? Oh, I missed a rail right there. But off we go. So see how the rails are powered up right there? And even when we go down, they're going to be on the down sections too. So it didn't matter which way you were going. So see how they're going that way? Didn't matter which way you were going, you know, this way or that way, going on the edges like that, they're always powered. There's that cool chunk error. I love those. But right there you can see where the ocean is 1 block higher, so that tells us that those are the older chunks. I can't remember. I always get confused whether the older versions of Minecraft had oceans 1 block higher or they have them 1 block lower. I always get confused. I always forget. I did a video about it. I should know this, but yeah, I forget. Where's this? In some place where I think we pass over a water temple, but I don't think I'm able to see it with these shaders. You can't see through water too good. You can see someone just came through with just a bucket of water and just kept plopping it on the rails. I think this is one of the endless oceans. There's like 2 big oceans that we pass over, and I think this is one of them. Coming up to land again. Yeah, when I actually found this the first time, I was on a horse. So world downloading this entire thing was a lot quicker. I was just entity speeding down the entire rail and just downloading it. So I only did it in about 10 minutes, if that. Because what are we at right now? We're at 10 minutes. Let me see if we can see that sign. Whoa. Oh, can't see it. Oh well. And of course, the lovely sights of swastikas. Oh, there it is, right there. Oh, we can't see it, but it's down there. You'll see the sea lanterns. They were under there. I saw them. Yeah, even though they're called endless oceans, they're really not endless. Just that the world generation for the maps, back in the day, a lot of the older versions, they had a lot bigger oceans. I think their mindset was to make it more realistic, where there's a ton more oceans and you find a little bit of land, but people would complain that you go a couple thousand and then just be nothing but oceans. So they ended up changing up their world generation. But 2B, 2T still has a lot of those remnants where you can go out. If you take any of the highways, the cardinal directions or even the diagonals, they are just hundreds of thousands of nothing but oceans. But you go a little bit off that, and you'll find land. Zack attack. I think that's what it said. Zack attack 1, 2, 3. Now when I originally did this, I didn't find any signs about who built this. I mean, they're probably long since destroyed. And like I was saying before, I probably should have popped it into MC Edit, do a full analysis on all the files. We're getting back to some land. Yeah, you can tell these are older chunks because there's no diorite, andesite, granite in there. It's just stone, coal, dirt, and some of the ores too. Just a random dirt block. I guess they got tired of putting water down. See if we can get that chest before it goes by. Yeah, I honestly don't remember how long this was in the ocean. But it's long. I remember that the ocean part was the longest. Looks like we're coming back onto land. I love that ambience mod. You can hear some of the birds in the background. What's really cool is a lot of 2B2T's inner spawn area is all marked as oceans, and the ambience mod, you'll hear a lot of just crashing waves and seagulls the entire time you're walking around, so it gives a little extra of a, when you're off exploring, you're not just sitting there in the quiet. Oh, that's a cool entrance. Oh, forgot to turn one on. Yeah, when I was coming through, I tried to make sure I turned on all these powered rails, and I had complete tracks. Once we get to the end, it's a pretty cool little thing at the end. Yeah, if you're able to and you can load like any of these shader packs, man, it adds so much extra to the game. It really brings it out. Yeah, this is a Sildurs. I think there's a couple other really good ones too, but I've always liked the looks of this one over the other ones for myself. I like how this one's going over a frozen ocean, and they cut out the ice, put down all the rails. Yep, see? Ocean went down one. Did you read it? And buy so fast. That sign say, what exit is that? Sorry, Mom. Didn't see it. That's the first ender chest we saw on the journey, too. Yeah, I think this is the second ocean we have to go over. Wow, that was a long journey. I was like, how long is it gonna take? Oh, short-lived. Back into the ocean. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't really realize how long 15,000 blocks is until you're actually riding a rail. Up into this, I never knew that snow would mix with the levers in the ground like that. I always thought the levers would destroy the snow, but nope. Works right in there with it. I learn something new every day on Minecraft. As far as builds, there really isn't that much on here. It's just a straight track. There's a farm every now and then. But yeah, for the most part, it's just this desolate rail over endless oceans. Some good lighting with the shaders. Oh, that's cool. I don't even climbing. Oh, that is tight. I don't know if those are made or those are natural. I say we're close, but honestly I don't know because I can't press F3 to see what the chords are. I just realized that was a bed right there. It's a white bed. It matches right in with the snow. Unless you're looking for it, you're not going to see it. Up to the end. Here we are at the end. Analopia was here March 20th, 2018. Nice rails. Let's go check out the signboard. Hey, there's my horse. Come on, wait. Sailed and took Minecart here. May 15, 2018. Great at the Disco. Aiden Crumb. December of 2018. Dark Knight was here. June of 2018. Are you ready, guys? The ocean would be about 5.5k long. F&O Ocean starts here, and they say how generation. I sailed here, it was quicker. Yeah, probably being by boat back in May or March even was much easier. I sailed here. All these are 2018. Oh, there's mine. I did this. Oh, there's grass. I did this on January 15th, 2019. So a little over a month ago, I did this world download. And my horse might still be here too. Oh, this guy was a little over a year ago. You were not here, Notch. So I think that's the oldest sign I saw. No other signs here. What's up, buddy? Still hanging out? Yeah, when I did the world download, obviously all the entities will stay. So he stayed, of course. And if you take this rail all the way, you'll get to right to this portal. I'll take you right into the nether and you can keep going. But yeah, it ends. There's no more rail. There's nothing else after this. It's just more endless oceans. God, I gotta say the shaders on here are awesome. Just seeing the grass do that is so sweet. Alright guys, thanks again for watching this. If you stuck through the entire video, awesome. I don't think I'm actually going to make any cuts to this. It's going to be a straight minecart ride the entire way. So I'm obviously going to have to put some music in the background, or otherwise it's just going to be boring with me not saying anything and just hearing some Minecraft rails. Once again, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or comments about the video, leave them down below. And no, I'm not going to tell you where this is at. If you know where it's at, awesome. But no, I'm not going to tell you where it's at, just to kind of save it for a little bit longer. But I know eventually it's going to get destroyed. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll catch you later. See ya.